All right, it's going down. We got a 2 for 2 Tuesday. First up, it's my man, small forward, class of '94. Got my man, Ike Nelson. Ike Nelson is in the building. Just waiting for him to tap on in. Waiting on it. What up, Jeff? Just waiting for him. All right, here we go. Yo, there we go. He's sideways, but we got
Oh, sideways, my bad, my bad.
him.
You good?
Yo, what up?
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Chilling, man. Ike Nelson is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yo, so let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? A little 30-minute chit chat. Me and my man Ike Nelson, you know what I'm saying? Class of '94, right?
Yep, 94, yep.
94?
Yeah, 94.
That's
yeah,
kept
it was
secret. Go ahead.
yeah, man, it's like that was a good run, man. Like we had it was 5 good years in a row, as you know by now.
Yeah.
Started with James Mazik,
Mhm.
Deron Parker, Stan, all those guys. And then, we unfortunately I thought the class afterwards was gonna do some work afterwards, like your brother Damien and all of them, and
Yeah.
Anwar, Locke. So really it should have been about a 6-7 year run, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
But now let's get that. Now that first championship, you was on that first championship team, right? With Al Tariq or no?
No. I was a freshman, and
Okay.
that squad was so stacked. Like that squad had about 13, 14 players on it. So usually when the state tournament started up, usually 2 or 3 players from the JV get moved up. But obviously, there's only one spot. Who got that spot?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
You can't say nothing about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing about that. So actually, my sophomore year was when I started as a sophomore through my senior year on varsity.
Okay.
We had, even that freshman year, we had battles in practice. I mean, and there's people like forget about. Like we had, Chad Smith actually. Chad Smith, he came there halfway through the basketball season.
Okay.
And me and Lamont were like the men freshmen at the time.
Right.
And because we played freshman and JV,
right.
we were allowed to do that then. And this dude came in and he was doing work. And Coach Sparrow asked to say, "Hey, you think this guy good enough to play JV with y'all?" And I was like, "Yo, he gonna take some of my minutes." So I was like, "Yeah, he all right, he all right." But, Chad was nice, man. He was on some of them sectional championship teams as well. Like people forget about him because he was always in and out for whatever reason, but he was a beast as well. Yeah.
Now, did you play bitty basketball or did you skip that part of the Hillside?
Oh yeah. Like I played 2 years, I believe. Kurt was on my team. Me and Kurt won the championship together.
Right. That's right. How did I forget that?
Yeah. So me and Kurt, because my first year I played Lamont. The team was Lamont and Kevin Richardson. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And Kevin Richardson at the time was bigger than everybody else. At the time.
Right.
And so they were tough to beat. So they won the championship my first year. But we battled tough with them. And then neither one of them played the next year. And then me and Kurt was on the same squad, so it was a wrap then. Me and Kurt just ran through it. The next year in bitty basketball. And
right,
then,
that's right. Because my fondest memories of you was like, because I was right behind you guys. So it was like, I remember, I thought you was in the same class with him, Damien, and Phil, but you was ahead of them.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
That's why I was able to get him a little bit, if we was, that's why I had a little advantage on him. But,
the
same age, they might have did me dirty, you know what I mean? Because those guys was, I appreciate all those young guys, man. Like Kurt, like I saw it early. Like Kurt, I always was on Kurt. Because Kurt, I saw his talent and I saw his potential. Because talent-wise, Kurt, from a talent perspective, he's one of the best players that we have on the team. It's just that, if I get him up, he just needed this. Yeah, exactly right. But Kirk could shoot the ball. He was quick. He was athletic. You know, he was like, I think besides Chimo on my senior year team, he was the only one that really dunked in the game besides Chimo. You know, and Kirk's what, 5'11", 6 foot maybe. You know,
6 foot maybe. Yeah, I
yeah, maybe right.
5'11".
Exactly right. But then we also went on to when we was playing in 7th grade before the WOK combined.
Yeah,
71, Looker team. You know, we would go against who was it? Calvin Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge had Chris Clemens. They had this big white boy that went to Roselle Catholic. Forgot his name, but they was a grade ahead of us. And Chris Clemens was like 6'3" in 8th grade, and the other white boy was about the same size. And we had me, Lamont, and Damon was on our squad. Damon was a year behind us. And we did work to them. Like, you know, they beat us, but they beat us barely. We was like a grade behind. So
you know. Now, those good old bitty days, man. Going up to Calvin Coolidge, you know what I'm saying, playing against other people from Hillside that you probably didn't even know. It was a fun time, man. But let's get back to high school. Now, high school. Now, was you was a starter on which team?
Oh, on 3 teams in a row. So I started JV as a freshman, and then I started all through my sophomore year through senior year. I was a starter.
Okay.
Now I changed position because my sophomore year I started the small forward, and then junior year that's when Snap started coming to his own. So they bumped me to the point. They wanted Lamont to shoot. They wanted Lamont to shoot the ball, so I played the point, and they moved Snap to the 3.
That was ill. That was
yeah. So Snap was just starting to come into his own. Like Snap like he really didn't really reach his full potential till college. College, like he had an all around game. Like, you know, back then Snap had, like, you know, he was a leaper and he had a nice little jump shot. You know.
Yeah.
Once Snap got his confidence, it was no holding back then because Snap just got crazy after that. You know, and then so my sophomore year team. So I started as a sophomore, and on that team, like we were deep. I mean, we had Lamont. We had Chimo, we had Dwayne Arrington, who's definitely an all-time great.
Yes.
You know, had Kendall, had Snap, had Byron. Oh, there you go. All right, yeah. But Terrence was about Terrence was about 5 foot, I don't know, 6 or 7, whatever. But Terrence put in work, man. And then and I told you earlier about Chad. Chad was on that team because what people don't realize when I speak about Chad is that originally they wanted Chad to be in the starting lineup as a sophomore. Originally Chad was supposed to be the starter, and they know eventually LA came, you know, and put in work or whatever. But that's how much talent we had on that team. We played legitimately 11 people on that team.
Yeah.
You know, we were 11 deep on that squad, and I'm talking about real minutes.
Yeah, and I believe everybody got probably like equal amount of minutes because that was a loaded team.
Loaded
somehow, some way. Oh, Phil said, "What's Byron's last name?" Byron. I think that was Byron Lewis, right?
Yep, Byron Lewis. Yep,
Byron Lewis. I remember him. Lewis, funny dude, hilarious.
yeah. Because me and Byron's role was me and Byron was supposed to be the defensive stoppers on that squad. You know, and I learned a lot from him because in practice, like Byron, like when I moved up to varsity, Byron, like he like stayed in people's shirt.
Right.
And one thing I learned from him, whatever, is that if you don't got the ball, you can't score. So, you know, Byron would deny the ball and be in people's shirt, and I really learned from him. And me and him like always got the best players on the other team.
Right.
On every game, yeah.
Damn. So that's 94. What was that scene? What was that scene like your senior year?
Oh, senior year?
Senior
year was crazy. Like we accomplished a lot. You know, I'm proud of the team because we beat. I want to say we beat 2 ranked teams because we beat North Tech, who was like somewhere around 18, 19. We beat Elizabeth in the Dunn Center.
Yeah.
When Elizabeth beat St. Anthony's that year, and they were number 3 at the time.
Right.
And we went up in there, and it's like after we beat them, like I'm out there, like when the game over, I'm out there in the stands talking trash, whatever. And then the athletic director said, "Hey, get your butt in the locker room before you get beat down out here, whatever." Man, I was so mad, man, and actually, Lamont and Kendall. Lamont and Chimo did their thing, but what people don't know is that Kendall had 10 points that game, and Kendall was really like the score was like 45-43, something like that. And Kendall put up 10 points.
Yeah.
And coming from him in a big game like that, that's like really unexpected, That's like, almost 25% of our points.
Yeah.
So we had a good mesh of team. We had a good mesh of players on that team, and Kurt, Damon, Damon in the county finals, like in the state tournament, he played phenomenal. I mean, he would come in and he put up double-digit games all the time. Kurt, Christmas tournament, won the Christmas tournament. Kurt, he had a buzzer beater.
Yeah, I never forget that.
Yeah. Man, I tackled Kurt so hard, man. Like, Kurt did work, and Anwar. And Anwar as a sophomore, he's only a sophomore then, but Anwar would come in off the bench.
Really?
Oh yeah. Anwar was balling, man. That's why I thought when we left, I said, "Yo, this squad is in good hands," because they still had, and Marquise was just coming up. Marquise was
right. That's right. I remember that.
Marquise was just coming up. So I'm looking at their squad. I'm like, they got Marquise, they got Locke, they got Anwar. Bullock was out. I mean, I believe, man. Big Rich.
Big Rich. Yeah. He was out.
He played with us during the summer. I don't know what happened to him.
He tore his ACL or something like that. And he just hurt. He was crushed. Yeah, it's up here. He talked about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was looking at that. I was like, man, look, we're gonna be good for we're gonna get about 6 or 7 championships in a row, and I don't know what happened after that, to be honest.
And me as a kid, I was just telling Coach Sellers last night. Me as a kid, like Coach Sellers been there for a minute, and he in the room. He watching right now. And I told Phil and Damien too. Me as a kid, I had no choice but to follow behind you guys and watch games, practices, come down to Central playing ball. Like, I had no choice. Basketball was definitely going to trickle down to me,
Right.
But watching you guys, like I told, I forgot who it was, but I told somebody that watching you guys play looked like that Dynasty Bulls team, that 91, 92, 93, 94. Yo, that was a stacked team. And like you said, I thought it would go from on an extra 6, 7 years or something,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I'm looking at it because I know, like, I don't want to, because I would guard Kurt all the time at practice, whatever. And I'm like, and I told Kurt one time, Kurt, I said, you know what, you can destroy me. You have some got it in your head, like, he gives too much. He gives other players too much respect, and that was my role. Like me, my problem, what made me a good defensive player was that I ain't respect nobody. Like, I don't care who I'm guarding. Like, I thought I could guard, well, let's not get crazy, but like, I thought I could guard anybody, you know what I mean? So, and defense is all about, effort. That's all it's about.
And honestly, and I mean, to give Coach Sellers his props again from yesterday, defense, if you don't even play no defense, you don't need to be on the court, because just like you said, when you come down to Central and you got to wait, if you're not going to stay on and continue to win, you may as well go ahead home. You got that first game.
Yeah,
defense
you're right.
Is an interesting part.
Yeah, and that's how it was, man. And we learned that early because, and all those guys ahead of us, like, we been, like, me and Lamont, like, we've been playing with those guys, like, since 6th grade, 7th grade. We've been balling with Dwayne. Dwayne lived right across the street from her looking. We would go out there 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. We out there playing with them. Like, we'd be there all morning working on our game. And that afternoon, we go to Central. And then we had to work on our jump shots because as an 8th grader, 8th grader, if you ain't got no jump shot, ain't nobody going to let you play.
Yeah,
You're big and strong enough to do nothing else, right? So you better hit that open jump shot. So we just sitting there just shooting all day, man, and, playing with all, like, and I respect all those guys ahead of us, man, like, Mazik, Dwayne Arrington, Hanif, all those guys, Mike Hudson, Wheezy, Kenny Moore, all those guys above us, man. Like, we've been playing with them for a long time, man. It's like, and we just battled with them, and they showed us the way. and we just tried to. And I feel bad because I felt like we didn't carry on that legacy to the guys after us, like we should have. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is. But you know,
No,
but
but
there
you
was
guys
some
did
great
well,
plays.
Isaac. I'm gonna tell you, man. You guys did well, man. I mean,
Yeah.
just to watch you guys just play, period. Like that's
Mhm.
that's what it was all about, man. I mean, like, yeah, now you wanted that chip at the end,
Yeah.
but things happen, and
Yeah.
you know, you did what you could do at the time.
Yeah. But you know, we got our chip. You know, so I did get my chip as a
Oh
sophomore.
yeah,
Yeah. We got our chip. You know what I mean? But even when the section, I mean, that's a big deal. When the section, that's a big deal.
right,
And technically,
right.
we won North Jersey actually because you had to after the section you had to play like another game before you got to the rec. So
Yeah.
we were North Jersey champs 5 years in a row. To be
And
honest,
in the competition, like you guys weren't playing like a any rinky dink team. You guys were playing like some ballers, some competition.
oh
I
no
mean,
doubt
like, so,
about it. Like we beat you know I remember distinctly like the St. Pat's game when St. Pat's
yeah,
came
yeah,
high and mighty, and you know, and I had Charles Lott who was their who actually I don't know if he was their best player at the time because Shaheem Holloway was just coming on.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
Oh,
they had a squad, and we ran them out. We ran them out the building. I mean,
yeah.
like we just like I mean, we put something on them. I mean,
Yeah,
also that Shaheem Holloway, like I don't know, they were big and all that, but you know,
yeah.
and Chemo, like let me tell you something about Chemo. Chemo was we played Ridge or Governor Livingston.
Mm-hmm.
Chemo might give you 7, 8 points. We played them big dogs. Oh, Chi putting up 20 and 10. I mean,
Oh, so
I
he
mean,
basically played to the level of competition. He was just like,
exactly
okay,
right.
this
Exactly.
is we just playing them, all right. But if we
Yeah.
playing them, oh no, it's time to get this in.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, Chimo, like some of his best games, but the best games I remember was like every time we played St. Pat's, when we played Elizabeth, state championship game he was a freshman. You know, he stepped up big in that game with some big free throws to send the game to overtime. Like Chimo is a beast, but he was a beast when he felt like it. You
When he
know what I
felt like,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, when he felt
So
like
he
it,
wasn't
right.
even the fourth quarter, man. It was just like you just waking up the sleeping giant.
Yeah,
When it's time to
exactly.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And he was like that in practice. He was like that all the time. But then when it came when we needed him, he showed up. You know.
so basically, real quickly, you had Hills. Let's say for those teams that you played on, Hillside's biggest challenges were Elizabeth, St. Pat's, and Roselle.
I would say so. Yeah, and then Middle Township because he played them every year in the final, in the state
Yeah.
final,
Okay.
right? Yeah, and Roselle, and I think I only lost. I think out of my 3 years of playing, I think I lost to Roselle. I take that back. We lost to him twice in my sophomore year in the regular season, but we beat him in the states. And then I think we lost to him maybe 1 year out of my last 2 years. I lost to him once, but yeah. But Roselle, that was a big time rival. Like it don't matter who you have in their squad, what you was ranked. That was gonna be a good game, man. No matter who you had.
Yeah, because I remember a guy, one of my friends
Mm-hmm.
went to the prom with his sister. I forget his name. No, is it Malcolm Smith? Is it?
Yeah, Malcolm Smith. I know Malcolm. Cause
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you guys played against him too? Because I heard he was.
Oh yeah, Malcolm. But actually, Malcolm was a little young. Like he was on the squad, but when I was there, I think he was a year or two behind me. I played against him again in college, but
Yeah.
he was like